Hi. I'm so tired. It's been a long day. Okay, it was a long day at work today. It's been a long day. And yeah, I genuinely do mean that. We're going to talk about pitchforks. We're going to talk about pitchfork energy. Truly does not care about any sort of confrontation. Know how to hold my tongue. Nope. Who truly does not care about any sort of confrontation. No. What the I don't even, you got, dude, my brain is fried. My brain is fried. I don't know if I can film this today. I might have to film this tomorrow. My brain is shot. I can't think. I'm filming this tomorrow. How does this work? Wow, I feel like I've not sat here in a long friggin' time. How does this even work? Okay. Hi everybody, my name is Gurk and welcome back to the channel. I'm a wedding filmmaker from Kansas City, Missouri. I like drinking Dr. Pepper and talking to a camera. And today, that's exactly what we're gonna do, because today we're going to talk about filming a video and why you shouldn't do it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, no more 7 Days of Sundays intro. I gotta say, y'all, that 7 Days of Sundays intro was getting real old. It was getting real old in my editing software over there. I was like, please, if I ever hear this song one more time ever in my life, I might actually explode. But we're here now. We're here back with the Sunday Rambles. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Thank you for all the love and all the support on the 7 Days of Sundays series. I hope you guys enjoyed. But we're just not gonna talk about that anymore because the 7 Days of Sundays is over. It is now time to move on to the next thing. And the next thing is this Sunday Ramble right here. So let's get started. First things first, Dr. Pepper. Just kidding. I didn't have any cold ones. I literally went to my fridge, looked for a Dr. Pepper, and had none. And that is a sad day indeed. So today we have a caffeine-free Coke. Cheers, everybody. You know what? That was not bad. That was not bad. I give it a 7. I liked it. 7. Yeah. Good job, Coke. Who owns Dr. Pepper? Nobody, right? No one owns Dr. Pepper. That's right. No, I don't actually know if that's right. That might not be right. Anyways, whatever. Welcome into the Sunday Rambles. Welcome back. Oh, this is so good. Delicious, but it's not a Dr. Pepper, so it can't be in the video. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going with this. What are we talking about today? Let's just go there, okay? What are we talking about today? Today we are going to talk about filming a video. We're talking about filming a YouTube video specifically, and why sometimes you shouldn't. And I know that it seems very, what's the word I'm looking for? Hypocritical? It does. Here's why I'm telling you that though, because I have to go let my cat out. Filming a YouTube video sometimes is not the best thing that you can do in that moment. I'm being very vague. I'm being very generic. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, shall we? So, a while back, I made a video called, I don't remember what it was called. It was about pitchforks. Why people are quicker to respond with pitchforks than with love. If you have not seen that, you should go watch it. It's one of my favorite Sunday Rambles. You should definitely see that up here. So, I filmed this video on, I believe it was February 13th. I filmed the first version. I obviously did not finish that version. I couldn't finish that version because for some reason my brain was absolutely fried. I mean, quite literally, I could not film a video. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was going on. I had a long work day and I just could not get a video filmed at that moment. I just couldn't do it. So instead what I did is I put a pause on it and I went back the next day and I filmed it then. And it turned out to be one of my favorite Sunday Rambles that I've ever made. Here's the thing. The pitchforks video. To me, it was an idea that I had had for a while, and it was an idea that I really wanted to talk about. And it was something that I wanted to spend time on. It was a Sunday Ramble that I actually wanted to put effort into. So when my brain was absolutely fried, I knew I was not going to be able to get the results of that video that I wanted. And that was really upsetting because I wanted to get through a certain amount of videos that day. I was batch filming at the time, so that was another thing. I had just filmed a video right before it, and I remember being like, I really need to film these 2 videos because I don't really have time to film one tomorrow. However, when I got to the pitchforks video, I had filmed the one before it just fine. But when I got to the pitchforks video, for some reason, my brain just could not function. It's like I literally forgot how to function as a human being. It just wouldn't do it. It wouldn't work. And I don't know what it was. Because I had filmed the one before it just fine. I had gotten to the pitchforks video and I was like, there's no thoughts. No thoughts up here in the head. It's just empty space. Nothing is in there which is a problem for a content creator who relies on being able to improvise entire videos in front of a camera. Can I just say, never in my life have I ever thought about that. I've never thought about the fact that I literally improvise these. I never really recognized the fact ever that I improvise these whole videos. I don't know why I don't know. I never thought of that word. I never thought of improvisation as the category of the Sunday Rambles, but they really are. I mean, I don't script them. I just kind of make them up as I go. Interesting. Anyways, that does not matter at all whatsoever, but hey, welcome to the Sunday Rambles. Sometimes, as a creative and as a content creator, the best thing that you can do in the moment is not do anything at all. As people with creative brains, we have a lot of stuff that happens in the background, a lot of stuff that kind of happens in our subconscious while our conscious is focusing on something else. That's why when people say that they get their best ideas when they're in the shower or when they're on a long walk or when they're on a drive, that's because your conscious brain is focusing on something, but your subconscious is focusing on everything else. There's a whole study on like the human brain about how we use only like 10% of what our brain capacity is actually capable of, and that other 90% is firing on all sorts of cylinders that is basically processing information for you in real time as quickly as humanly possible. I don't know. I find it very interesting how minds work, especially like creative brains and especially like the subconscious. I really like that stuff. I think it's very, very fascinating. Anyways, for people with creative brains, that's very important to us because we can't always focus 100% of our time into something creative. Sometimes you just have to stop and think. You just have to stop and think. It doesn't really matter what it is, whether it's photography, videography, writing a book, painting. You just have to step back and stop and think. Every single creative person has done this. Every single person in the world has probably done this at one point in their lives. They've just stopped and they've thought. You have to give your mind a time to rest. Minds are muscles as well, and people don't ever see this. People don't ever see minds as muscles. They don't ever see minds as something that you have to rest. But we talk about this all the time, whereas like athletes, guys, the Olympics were just on. The amount of times that I saw this freaking Sattva mattress commercial, the amount of times that I saw this damn mattress commercial during the Olympics where the athletes were talking about needing to rest and how rest is a very important part of their physical recovery. Well, rest is also a very important part of your mental recovery as well. And for people like creatives, people who do creative work full time, whatever, doesn't matter. People who use their brain full time rather than using their body, they still also have to rest this. Athletes have to rest this. Creatives have to rest this. It's the same thing. But for some reason, we think that an athlete resting is like A-okay top tier, but a creative resting is like, how dare you? There's a difference between discipline and forcing yourself to make bad work. And that's what I was feeling when I was filming that pitchforks video. I felt in the moment that I was like, I need to film 2 videos today. I have to film 2 videos today. If I didn't, I failed, which in and of itself is a problem. But I needed to film 2 videos that day for some reason, for whatever reason. I don't really even remember what it was. Okay, but I couldn't because I physically couldn't. It wasn't like I didn't want to. It was like my brain was so fried, I couldn't come up with a coherent sentence. I stopped functioning as a person. I couldn't do it. But that innate sense of, if I don't do this, I'm a failure, I have to push through. And honestly, my brain in the moment, I was like, I think that I can push through this. If I just get a sentence out, if I just get a vibe going, if I just get that like string of thoughts together, like we're gonna be okay. Because if I get on one topic for long enough, you may or may not have noticed this if you watched my videos before, but if I get on one topic for long enough, I will usually be able to hold that topic for a fat second. But for some reason in that pitchforks video, I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get a string of sentences together long enough for me to grab onto whatever I needed to grab onto to be able to actually film the video. So in the moment, I really did think like, should I stop or should I keep going? Because I feel like I should keep going because once I find it, I feel like I'm gonna be okay. But I was way too tired. At that point, I was just fried. And the video itself meant so much to me that I didn't want to force myself to half-ass it. Because I knew that if I did, I was gonna be so upset with myself. I was gonna be so disappointed that it was like, what even is the point? And honestly, there was a video that I had long while ago. Don't even remember what it was about. But I filmed this video. in the moment, I was like, this video's a mess. I don't like this video. I don't know what's going on with this video. This video's a mess. I hate it. I never posted this video because I got into the editing software and I was like, what the fuck are you even talking about? This is the most ridiculous thing that I've ever seen. What is happening? But I forced myself to make it through that one. And when we got to the end, when we got into the editing room, I was like, I can't even use this. I can't use this. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is nothing. Sometimes the best move is not to move at all. We call it, you know, writer's block, we call it creative block, we call it whatever, we call it lack of motivation, we call it procrastination, doesn't matter what it is. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. Sometimes it just means that you're freaking tired. And you're allowed to be tired, okay? You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to have a lot going on. And I don't know who, what, why, when, or how this has ever turned into a thought process of I am not allowed to quit. I am not allowed to let go. I don't know why we ever got to that point. You are allowed to let go. Sometimes holding on to the thought process, holding on to the idea, holding on to the video just for the sake of holding on, just for the sake of remaining disciplined, is gonna hurt you more in the long run than it is if you just let it go, breathe, take a second, and come back. That's what I did, and that's what turned the pitchforks video into one of my favorite Sunday rambles of all time. But if I would have went with that original one, I would have been so disappointed. And I didn't want to do that. So I let go. I stopped, I breathed, I took a second, and I came back. And I filmed one of my favorite Sunday rambles. And I couldn't have done that had I forced myself just for the sake of remaining disciplined, just for the sake of making a video. I could not have done that. So I'm very glad that I stepped away from that video in that moment. Holding on can hurt you more in the long run than letting go will. But letting go is always scarier than holding on. And that's the difference. That yeah, letting go of some things is easy. Letting go of other things is the most difficult decision you will ever make in your life. I think that's all I got. All right. That's it. Yay! First Sunday ramble back from the series. I'm excited. Yeah, that's fun. I miss this. I haven't filmed a Sunday ramble in a fat minute. I really did miss this. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my gosh, welcome back. Welcome back to the Sunday rambles. Welcome back to the channel. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Do all the YouTube things if you want. Like, comment, subscribe. Is that it? Whatever the spirit moves you to do, you just go right on ahead. And I will see you guys in the next one. That's all I got. I love you all. Bye. Yay!